Hello everyone, welcome back to StudyBuddy Code channel. We're solving SAT maths questions in the domain algebra. The difficulty level is medium. If you'd like to know how I've selected these questions, you can go back to the first video in this playlist. Let's start reading the question now. In the given equation, b is a constant. If the equation has no solution, what is the value of b? So I'm going to give you a minute to try to solve this by yourself. You can go ahead and pause the video now. Okay, let's start solving the question now. They're asking us what is the value of b and they've given us some options, okay? So, and also they said that this equation has no solution. So what does that mean? That means that these two equations are parallel to each other. So, if you remember this rule from my previous videos, you know that parallel lines, they have equal slopes, So, they have equal slopes, and that means that they have no solution, okay? No solution. Because, for example, let me just show you. Parallel lines never meet, right? So that's why they have no solution. That's pretty much it. So we have the equation here, b minus 2, x equals 8. So let's see if we can match the slopes of these two equations here. Okay, the slope of this side, let's just name this 1 and 2. The slope this side, because we have the full equation of this one here, we're missing a value, right? So let's choose this one first. Here, there's no slope because the slope is usually y equals mx plus b. Okay, this is the linear equation. The slope is this one, something multiplying to x. Here, we just have b. Okay, we don't have anything plus 2x. No, we don't have that. So that means m here equals 0. Okay, and remember what I said, that parallel lines have equal slopes. So m here is also 0. Okay, so now let me tell you something. Here, let's just concentrate on this. Y equals mx plus b, correct? And I just said this is equal to 0. Okay, let's just take our equation here. B minus 2, what's that b? B, okay, minus 2 times x. We don't have any y intercept here, okay? Because it's actually this one. I'll explain it to you later. Anywho, we don't have any y intercept. Here, I said that this is 0, correct? So all of this is equal to 0. So, since all of this is equal to 0, only till here, not x, okay? B minus 2, like I said, is the slope, so it's equal to 0. B is equal to 0 plus 2, which means B equals 2. And that is your answer. Okay, so there's another way to solve this. For example, of course, using Desmos. Okay, so if you know this rule, then you would get this type of equation easily. All right, now let's start solving this using Desmos. Okay, let's start solving this with Desmos now. So I've typed in the equation here and I've separated 8 because we want to know the value of b. If I put 8 here, which I'll show you at the end, we won't be able to find out the value of b easily. Okay, so I separated them. And now, as you can see, y equals 8 means that it's going to be a horizontal line. It's going to be parallel with the x-axis. So b should be something such that this will be parallel to each other because we want no solutions, as you remember. So we don't want any intersections like this. So if I just zoom out to make it easier for us, okay, we want 0 intersections, no solutions. And the only possibility is for b equals 2, such that it is exactly the x-axis. because only the x-axis here can be parallel to 8 unless we have y equals 5 or y equals a certain number or certain whole number, but we have x multiplying here, so that's not possible. So that only type of parallel line we can have is the x-axis. So b will be equal to 2, and 2 minus 2 is 0. 0 times x would be, of course, 0. Okay, so this is going to result in, y equals 0. As you can see, that is our answer. Oh, also I'll show you why I separated the equations here. Okay, equals 8. So here it's not really visible because let me just show you why. So when I do this, something like that, I do get a line, just one line, okay? But let me just show you. Okay, here, as you can see a line here, but when I put it at 2, I don't see a line, but I wouldn't understand why that's happening, correct? So that's why I separated these two equations. Okay, thank you.